Hey boys and girls, Ernie here, and doing some last minute prep for tomorrow's show, and I finally got around to test the little handheld thing that I've been telling people about for the hat presses or beanies. So this thing's pretty damn cool, and I just did it on my old beanie. This is my beanie for last year, and you see it's got some scorch marks and flat marks because I had a big square patch on it last year. Y'all probably seen me with videos on it. And in this test, I did it too low. So it's a little bit too low, but it doesn't matter. That was an old JDS patch, and I ripped it off because it was coming off already. Imagine that. And so I put one with the Wicked Awesome adhesive on it. And I tell you what, I would have to rip. Look at that. You can see the fibers ripping before that's coming off. And since it's still kind of wearable, I'm not going to destroy it, even though it looks like crap. But I mean, I've worn it now for 2 seasons. It's pretty stretched out. But I would literally, that's where I started to try to peel it, and I decided to save it. But it would rip the fibers. All right, it's not coming off. So just trust me when I say I tugged on it. That's what she said. All right, anyway, so what we're doing here. Oh, and look at... My beanie order finally came in, right? And I'm sorting through that, and 2 people bought some, so I've got those packed up. Along with everything else, going to go out in Monday's mail. But I bought 100 of these, 10 of 10 different colors, and these are the big ones, right? Or what I call normal, right? It's a nice beanie here. I'll take that out in a minute and show you. But this is the unisex standard beanie. Okay, so when you buy something called unisex standard beanie, you would think anyone could wear it. It don't even fit on a fucking doll. Look at that thing. It's so tiny. It barely fit on my kid, my 9-year-old. Definitely fits on my 6-year-old or 5-year-old. So, yeah, I've got 100 of these, 10 different colors. The damn patch won't even go on it if I wanted to put a patch on it. So I had to either, well, I already wrote the lady. She told me to send her pictures, so we'll see what she's going to do about it. But if I'm stuck with them, then I'll have to make smaller patches and try to, sell them to children or to sell children's parents. But you know what I mean. So why we're here? We are here for, as many of you know, I got xTool sent me the their hat press combo kit. And I'm about to start loading up once I finish this test. Look at this. I got to shave before I go anywhere tomorrow. Look at this. Ugh. Anyway, yeah. So part of the heat press kit was this, and you can buy this alone. The camera's reversed. So, you can buy this by itself. xTool mini press. I had a feeling this thing would be cool. I just honestly haven't even had a chance to open it until now. And I even told people, like, this is what I'm going to use when I go to shows. And I'm going to show tomorrow, so I did a simulation. And I used this press for the beanie you just saw. This freaking thing is awesome, dude. All right. So I think that's only like $60 by itself. So what we've got, if you use this... Here's a little cradle it sits in, right? And you turn it on, and it's got low, medium, and high. I put the instructions in a way in the toolbox already, but basically the low is like 250-ish, I think, or something, 230. Medium was 355 degrees, and the high was like 400 degrees. Or almost 500 degrees. So this little sucker gets hot. I am curious to see how longevity goes. But we'll find out. Then the coolest thing that I like about it, there's a little compartment back here. And when you open it, there's a little wireless transceiver, which goes to this, which is also wireless. You got to charge it. And luckily, I've still got a full battery. Why are you beeping at me? You're probably going to turn off. Oh, you turned off for inactivity. All right, we'll turn that back on. All right. So this is cool because it wirelessly connects to that, and it's got a battery, so I don't have to worry about plugging it in. And you just scroll this dial for temperature and this one for time. And I'm doing just like the hats, 350 at 20, because this Wicked Awesome adhesive activates fully at 350 degrees. And I probably don't have to go the full 20, but I did anyway, but I'll tinker with that later. The only downside I see thus far, when you do this with this press, you have to hit the button, and that starts the timer. But is if your patches are a little bit bigger, see it's got an iron shape, so if your patches are a little bit bigger than that, you might have to do it twice. And I did that. The very edge of the patch I just did wasn't all the way done, so I just did it again. Like I might have to do this one. And again, I'm trying to do it one-handed here, but I think, right, that's going to be really close. The teardrop, I wish it wasn't a teardrop like an iron. I wish it was just oval or square. So xTool, if you're watching, make the next one oval or square, not teardropped, because the teardrop's going to probably come right here. But this is a little bit larger patch than normal. It's on the Wicked Awesome adhesive, the camo. This is not the premium ultra thick, and it's already got the adhesive on it, as you can see. And as you can see, the Wicked Awesome adhesive does not bubble up like some of the other stuff out there you see on the back. It's smooth, even on the acrylic. And I had some, it fell on the floor over there, so I could show you, but it's not all bubbly and gross. Now on the big sheets, if you do 12 by 24, you'll get some bubbles, but you got your gloves on, you can just smooth it right out. But anyway, what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna press pause because I gotta use two hands. This is one of my new beanies, and this is the, I think they call this coffee. It comes in a really nice Ziploc baggie, so that's pretty cool. So when you're done, give it to your customer. And it's got stuff on it. It says a scarf and glove set, so my customer's gonna be mad, like, where's the scarf and the gloves? But we don't have any. All right, so these are really nice beanies. I just didn't know that, but they're so soft inside. I'm gonna flip that sucker inside out in a minute. Holy crap, that felt good on my hand. But the cuff is nice and thick. This is pretty well built here. It's gonna be warm. I'm definitely gonna make one for these for myself. Look at that. That is fluffy inside. That is so soft. I really do like this. This is nice product. Good price point too. I forget what we sold them for on the website, but only 2 of y'all bought them, so only 2 of y'all get to experience the awesomeness. Maybe I'll bring them back later. I don't know. I'm definitely going to buy some more for me, but I've got about 80 of them for myself right now. So you see right there, there's my patch. We're going to put that on there. The wife picked that out, so we're going to trust her judgment and go with that. And I'm going to press pause, and I'm going to do the pressing on the video, but I'm just going to set it up on the wood. And what I do, a little bit different than the other folks, but guess what, guys? I do things my way, right? And it works. So I don't always follow the crowd and go with the cult. So what I do is turn it inside out, leave it flat. I don't ever want to do these on a hat press unless I don't. If I have to, I will, but I want a flat press, and this flat press is full of garbage. And it's too big to bring to shows. I could use the xTool flat press, but I wanted to try this, and this works just as good. So now I don't have to worry about scorching the other sides that we don't use. So let me press pause, get her set up, and I'll explain what I did, and then we'll do it. All right, so here we go. You see I've got my beanie turned inside out. I've got it stretched over this piece of wood, so it stretches out a little bit, not a lot. Some people stretch them crazy. I just stretch them a little bit. This is almost a little too wide, just a scrap piece of wood I had handy. So since it's just about right, when I'm done, I'm gonna go throw it in the laser, probably cut off 5 millimeters, and then around the edges, so I don't have to worry about it scratching the thing. But, so with the beanies, it's inside out, so this is technically upside down, because when I put the beanie back inside out, this is still the front, okay? This is where the patch is gonna go, just like that. So it looks upside down, right? So we're gonna go ahead and turn this around, just so we can line it up good. And it only took 2 seconds to set this up, so you can see where this will be really handy at craft fairs, right? So we put it there like that, and when you turn the beanie inside back, right side up, what's the opposite of inside out? Right side in? I don't know. So when it goes back to normal, the beanie will be up here then, and this is the front, in case any of you are a little challenged. So then that's going to go right there. And let me line it up real quick with my eyeballs. When I get back from the show, I will do a little more in-depth video. My last one I had pretty close to the bottom, and it ended up being too close. So this one, I'm going to put a little more to the top. And you can even count these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And a little bit that way to kind of get center. I mean, it's a beanie, so it doesn't matter, but whatever. So I think that's good. It's definitely good enough for the sample, which is what this is going to be. All right, so we're going to call that good. I got a little piece of the little Teflon stuff. I got this from a store off a guy I Googled 2 years ago who does beanies, big ass apparel company, who is the one that said do beanies on a flat press, and I believed him, and I did what he says, and it all works. So, and he put a link up to this stuff. This is actually, I can't think now because it's late. I would keep wanting to call it Teflon, but it's not. It's rubber. Whatever that rubber shit is. Can't think. One of y'all know. But it's made for cooking. It's actually made to put your pots and pans on. So it works out perfect for this. I think some of the same stuff is now being sold as for hat presses, but it's the same thing. All right, so we lay that over the top. Now we got to kind of guess, all right, where the patch is, but whatever. Now, for this part, I don't even put a lot of pressure on it, guys, and that's the trick with the beanies. When you're doing it on the flat press, you just want the lid to close. You don't want pressure. You want the heat. The heat is going to make the glue seep down in there. You don't want a lot of pressure. You want some. But the camera's going to go wonky because I got to press my finger on the button here. But you don't want, let me see, I can feel where the edge is. You don't want to put a whole lot of pressure, but you're going to need some pressure right there. Yeah, so we're going to do this twice because it's a little bit long. So we'll put her here, give her some, hit the button. Now you see ain't no veins bulging out of my arm. I'm just kind of barely holding it. It's enough pressure to where you can't pull it out from under me, but it's not a ton. I'm not putting body weight into it or nothing like that. With the beanies, all you need to do is let the glue do the work. Especially this wicked awesome adhesive. It's amazing stuff. So it beeped, we're done. There's our 20 seconds. And we're crooked because I do such a good job one-handed. So we got this side good. Yep. Bottom's good. That top is a little loose there, and of course this side's going to be loose because we didn't quite get it all. So what I'm going to do, let that cool down just a second. And this is only going to be an issue. Now keep in mind when I turn this right side in, I went a little bit closer to the top instead of going even. So we'll see if that doesn't work out because of the large fold. I'm thinking the large fold will actually make this more, will make the bottom kind of more be right here, not right there. But anyway, let's do this side. And for this, I'm going to turn the thing around so that the iron end goes the other way. And stick her on there and give her a press. Now I did go a little bit toward the top more because if we remember, our top side is the one that was a little bit loose. 15-minute video. I really didn't want to ramble, but it is what it is. Counting down, and 1, there we go. All right, I'm gonna take that off, throw that over there. Oh, she's hot. Oh, she's hot. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, she's happy. Alright, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to let it cool. I'm going to press pause so you don't have to wait. I'm going to give it 2 minutes to cool, but if you look here, that is a reflection of the light. So I'm looking for any melting and scarring, and I don't see any. So that's cool. Let's see. It's funny. I thought the press somehow, maybe the heat went over there. I don't know, but I mean it's not scorched or anything. But I think it's just the lighting in here. We'll find out in a minute. But if you go like this, you can see we're all perfect. We're not scorched, and that was the main concern. If anything was going to scorch, it'd be this right here, for sure. But since these are such thick, deep ridges, I was really concerned about scorching. Look at that. She is on there, boys and girls. Even now, I was going to pause it and let it cool, but that sumbitch is on there. I might not sell this one. I might use it for a demo and then wait a day or two and see. Anyway, I'll press pause. We'll come back and pick at it a little bit, but I might try to rip it off in 2 days. Not like to damage it, but just to see. Well, that sumbitch is on there. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, there you go. There is our beanie, and it looks like I was a little incorrect about, I mean, it's not horrible, but about putting it toward the top, maybe. I thought maybe this big fold at the bottom would have lowered, but it didn't. So I could have centered it more. And it's crooked, or is my hand crooked? I don't know. Alright, let's see. Hold on a minute. Alright, I went ahead and just put it on. So, I'm not used to beanies with such a big cuff. This is a really big cuff, but as you can see, he's on there. It is not quite centered. So now I know, and now I can trust actually centering it on that line that's on the inside. This line will actually be accurate for centering, so that's cool. But yeah, she's on there. That's cool. One other quick, and then we'll be done. Let's see if I can hold this up. But what I did also was stretch it. Let's see. Come here, you little thing. Hold the phone. Can you do it? Oh. Come on. Hold the phone. Alright. So, for the stretch, because one other thing you hear people talk about is when they stretch it, then it rips off. So, stick both hands in there and just stretch it out. It mimics putting it on your head. And as you can see, it's hard to tell, but you can actually see from these lines, when you stretch it, those lines bend, so you know it's stretching, but it's not pulling the material out from in there. Wow, it's like an accordion. Wow, wow, oh. There you go, man. Anyway, she's on there. It ain't coming off. She is good to go. That shit is on there. No scarring, no nothing. I like it. Alright. So I'm going to do up a few more. And maybe I'll do some pictures later. And maybe we'll do some video tomorrow at the event. If anybody has me make them some. Take it easy. Bye. Oh, wait. This is what we're doing real quick. Just to show you again. Give a shout out to the xTools. This little guy. I mean, you don't even have to do it at only shows. You can do it at home. So you can sit here at your house and use that and get you one of those and you're good to go. All right, later.